Welcome back to the Thrifty Food Plan channel, friends. I'm so glad you're here. We are going to do my monthly report card on grocery spending for the month of January 2023 and set my budget for February 2023, all using the USDA Thrifty Food Plan. So each month I grade myself in three categories: food spending, nutritional spending. These are both informed by the USDA Thrifty Food Plan. And then I do report back and exercise accountability with all of you around my household spending. And that's all the stuff that you buy at the grocery store that's not food. So shampoo and toothpaste and toilet paper, cleaning products, all of those things. So when I was constructing my budget, my food budget for January 2023, the most recently available USDA Thrifty Food Plan was from November 2022. And so I budget from the 26th of one month to the 25th of another month. And that is just a function of how I get paid. So during this period, there were 4 weeks. 3 of those weeks, it was just me. One of those weeks, the college phenom was home from school. And so using all the math from that November 2022 USDA Thrifty Food Plan, the maximum I was allowed to spend on food during the month of January was $303.98. Now, if you watch this channel, you know that for part of the month of January, I was up in the mountains. I am still up in the mountains for a work project, and I'm living in a tiny house. And we've had some back-to-back storms that basically make everything look like this. And so it's been hard for me to get to the grocery store for the last week. And so what that means is I really only did 3 shops in January 2023. Sorry, the label on the table is wrong. I only did 3 shops instead of 4, and I came in well under budget each of those shops. So the total that I actually spent on groceries in January 2023 was $87. And that does mean that I came in well under budget by $216.98. So I'm going to give myself an A plus on food spending because I somehow made it through this month and a bunch of back-to-back blizzards on $87 worth of groceries. And that includes 1 week that the meat-eating college phenom was home with me. So one of the other things I love about the USDA Thrifty Plan is that it does provide us some guidance about approximately how much money we should be spending in each of the kind of nutritional categories. So 24% on veg, 14% on fruit, etc. And that is intended to increase the likelihood that our nutritional needs are being met even when we're eating very frugally. So in December 2022, I had some things I just wanted myself to be mindful about as I moved into January 2023. I wanted to be mindful about dairy and protein because I was buying much more of that when the college phenom was home with me. The college phenom is an omnivore. I am mostly a whole food, plant-based vegan. And so when she was home, I was buying lots of, chicken and steak and, eggs and cheese, like stuff I don't buy when she's not here. So I did want to be mindful about dairy and protein spending as I headed into January 23. And then something that I have been somewhat obsessed about is the miscellaneous category. I have since made a video kind of rethinking my obsession with the miscellaneous category, which I will link above and link below. And, I was trying to get my miscellaneous spending down. Miscellaneous is like all the stuff that doesn't fall into the other categories. And for me, it's mostly coffee and spices and condiments. That's mostly what I buy in the miscellaneous category. So when I look at my actual expenses by category for the month of January, protein did go down. I expected that to happen because I eat mostly beans, legumes, lentils, tofu, way cheaper than the meat products. And my miscellaneous costs were up. I bought a lot of coffee during the month of January. I bought some spices, I bought some soy sauce. But again, I'm not going to beat myself up about that miscellaneous category. And overall, I came in within a couple of percentage points. Sorry for the background noise. I came in like a couple of percentage points in each of the categories. So I'm going to give myself an A. Now, if you all disagree and you feel like my miscellaneous stuff is out of control or there are other things you're worried about, I really do want to hear about that in the comments. But I came in within a couple of percentage points on everything but protein. And again, my proteins are cheaper because I don't eat meat. And, I went over in miscellaneous again, but by golly, that is mostly coffee. And I'm not giving up my coffee. So I don't know. I'm giving myself an A. Push back as you see fit. Also, for the month of January, I, for a long time, have been budgeting $7 a week for household and personal care items when it's just me, and $12 a week when the college phenom is home. And I made those numbers up. They're not based on anything. As we'll talk about in a minute, I actually did find some data to do a database budget, which I'm adopting for February. So we'll look at that in a minute. But sort of based on the method I was using when I did my budget in January 23, the total allowable I was allowed to spend on household and personal items, toothpaste, cleaning products, laundry detergent, all the things, was $33. And what I actually spent was $7.17. So again, I came in significantly under budget. And I am again going to give myself an A+. Let me know if you think that's great inflation. So just summarizing my overall report card for January 2023, I gave myself an A+ on food spending because I came in really under budget. I gave myself an A in nutritional spending and an A+ in household spending. But in the comments below, I'd love to get all of your pushes, feedback, agreements, disagreements. Please put all of that down in the comments. All right, so let's look ahead to the February 2023 budget. As I am constructing my grocery budget, my food budget for February 2023, the most recent USDA Thrifty Food Plan that's available is from December 2022. And what it says is that for me, as a 51 to 70-year-old woman, my base allotment is going to be $51.80 a week. But there's some extra math, so let's get into that. Okay, so we just looked at the December 2022 Thrifty Food Plan, which is the most recent one available. And it said for me, as a 51 to 70-year-old woman, my base allotment is $51.80 a week. Now, footnote 3 of the USDA Thrifty Food Plan also tells us that when you have a one-person household, you should add 20%. So I need to do that. So we're going to add, I'm going to take 5180 and multiply that by 0.2, which gives me $10.36. When I add those two things together, the maximum I'm allowed to spend each week is $62.16. Again, there are 5 shopping weeks this month during this pay period for me from the 26th of January to the 25th of February. So I'm going to multiply 62.16 by 5. Holy moly, 310.80. I can tell y'all right now I'm going to have to come in well under budget. Now, for household items, I will link it above and link it below. I did a video about Bureau of Labor Statistics for U.S. residents actually has data about the actual amount that human beings in the United States spend on household and personal items. So again, the toothpaste, the shampoo, the cleaning products, and I kind of prorated that out so you can be average, you can be low cost, or you can be thrifty. And at the thrifty level, based on that data, the actual data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average a thrifty person, when it is a one-person household, will spend about $12.95 a week. So I am going to multiply $12.95 times 5. Ooh, lordy. So my total household budget is 64.75, and there is no way I'm going to spend that. Y'all just saw that I spent $7 basically in a whole month, but I would say that the BLS statistics do include things like haircuts. So if I got a haircut, um, a cheap haircut, it would come out of this portion of my budget. That said, the college phenom just cuts my hair with scissors. So, because I have, just straight hair, no bangs, none of that. All right. So then I'm going to add together my food budget, my household budget. Wowzer. Okay. So that would be $375.55 is the maximum I am allowed to spend on food and household items for the month of February. That is just so much money. All right, friends. So that is my report card for January 2023. Gave myself an A+ in food spending, A in nutritional spending, A+ in household spending. And we just walked through my February 2023 budget, which includes way more money than I'm actually going to have. So I'm going to have to come in under budget this month. Would love feedback you all have, both about the grocery report card, the grocery budget for next month, and any feedback you have for me around both the food budget or the household budget, particularly the one for February that's new. Thanks so much for coming. Do come back on Thursday, where I really, really hope the roads are plowed and I will have a grocery haul for you. Thanks so much for visiting.